Windows is adding Copilot AI to Windows 11. Free at-home COVID-19 tests are coming back to the US, and the Callisto Protocol creator is no longer within striking distance. It's Friday, September 22nd, and this is Engadget Today, the latest tech news with a touch of tranquility. Let's dive into the Windows news first. Microsoft is releasing a big Windows 11 update next week on Tuesday, the 26th. The release, known as 23H2, is packed with some real game-changing features, along with a whole bunch of quality-of-life improvements. The update arrives just in time for the launch of the just-announced Surface Laptop Go 3 and the Surface Laptop Studio 2. The big news here is the inclusion of the new AI-powered Windows Copilot feature. Now, this toolset already exists as part of the Edge browser, but now it'll be natively implemented in Windows, which allows for some nifty use cases. This native implementation means that Copilot is available in nearly every aspect of the operating system, from PowerPoint to Teams and beyond. You'll be able to use Copilot, for instance, to craft text messages using calendar data, explore navigation options in Outlook, generate Spotify playlists, and more. This is generative AI, so Copilot will also shop for items based solely on a photo, remove photo backgrounds, and access the Bing image creator, which will soon be based on the vastly improved DALL-E 3. If you live in the U.S., an item you won't need to shop for now is a COVID test. The United States government is once again providing free COVID-19 tests following a summer that saw cases spike and the cost of at-home tests fall on individuals. Starting Monday, every household can request 4 free COVID-19 tests through the Department of Health and Human Services site covid.gov. The tests are intended for use through the end of 2023. A previous program to supply free COVID-19 tests stopped in May following the end of the public health emergency. In that time, the government claims to have been restoring its stockpile. However, $600 million is now going towards the manufacturing of COVID-19 tests and subsequent purchase of 200 million tests for at-home use. HHS Secretary Javier Becerra announced the free tests and further investment while getting his COVID-19 booster at an event in Washington. The new COVID-19 boosters are also rolling out across the country, with the CDC recommending everyone 6 months or older to get the latest shot. And finally this week, Schofield is no longer within striking distance. Glenn Schofield is leaving Striking Distance Studios. Now, you may remember Schofield as the co-creator of the survival horror game Dead Space when he was with EA. After leaving EA, he founded several game companies, one of which was Striking Distance Studios, where he created the Callisto Protocol. Now, the Callisto Protocol was considered by many to be the so-called spiritual successor to Dead Space, but it landed awkwardly upon release and was panned by critics. Glitches and unwieldy mechanics and a disappointing ending for many made for frustrating experiences. Striking Distance Studios' parent company, Krafton, poured over $160 million into the game's development, and they were hopeful to sell 5 million copies of Callisto Protocol this year, but have since lowered expectations to 2 million units after seeing how it performed in its first few weeks. The company likely will not be able to recoup its losses and has laid off employees over the past months. Thanks for listening to the show. To stay in the know and in the flow, rate and subscribe wherever you listen. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributors Lawrence Bonk, Mariella Moon, Sarah Fielding, and was produced by Spoken Layer. Don't forget to listen to the future ahead of us later today on Engadget Tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back Monday morning with more from Engadget Today.